It is a brand new week, and with it comes a brand new episode of CNB. Thanks for joining us. I'm Siddharth Vinayak Partnkar. Let's get things started. You've already had a glimpse of what's coming your way on this episode. We've got a different AMG, and then there's this one, the crazy color edition of the G-Class. That's, of course, the Mercedes AMG G63. So we'll run you through a little bit of that. There is that S63 to look forward to. But first, let's get to the Endeavour. It's called the Everest in the rest of the Southeast Asian markets, and this is the new generation car that really is looking pretty exciting. It will arrive only at the start of next year, but of course, we've got the preview for you now. Dhruv Behl drove the car. We're in Chiang Rai in Northern Thailand with the new generation of the Ford Endeavour, which is called the Everest in other markets. Ford first launched the Endeavour in India 12 years ago, and it had quite the following. But once Toyota brought in its Fortuner, the Endeavour lost out. And now the new car looks like it's ready to reclaim some lost territory. The new car certainly looks much nicer than the one we know. Robust lines and an attractive face, plus proportions that scream SUV and yet have a refinement to them. Overall, the car will attract buyers based on its looks alone.
Now don't forget, Ford was the only one of the big three American manufacturers that avoided filing for bankruptcy in the late 2000s. And they did that by focusing on the core product and the one Ford philosophy. And a product of that is the family face that you see here. It's an Aston Martin-esque front grille. In this case, it's beefed up on some serious steroids, but it's a really good-looking face. It's a really wide chrome grille, sleeker headlamps, and then if we move over to the side, it's not quite as dramatic, but it's accented by touches like this on the front fender, which tells you which engine variant is on this particular model. So there are third row seats, obviously, but the differentiating factor here is the powered third row. So you just press a button and the third row drops like that. It's got a flat floor, so with both rows of seats stowed, the second and third rows, you get 2100 liters of storage capacity. It also has a power tailgate, so you just press a button like that, stand back and let the car do all the work for you. Now at the back, the design isn't quite as striking, but you do have a nice chrome strip that stretches from tail light to tail light. In India, of course, it'll say Endeavour, not Everest.
It will arrive in India at the February Auto Expo and will likely sport different variants. The car we are driving is the top-of-the-line 3.2-litre 5-cylinder with 4-wheel drive and an automatic transmission. We only got to sample the automatic, which is Ford's 6R8T gearbox that is shared with the F-Series range of trucks. Ford engineers tell us that the transmission will learn your driving habits within an hour of you being behind the wheel and then adapt the way that it shifts to suit your driving style.
First impressions are that it's an extremely refined powertrain, and in fact refinement levels in this car have gone up dramatically. It's electronic power steering now, so extremely light at low speeds, and it weighs up a little bit as you get going on the road. But first impressions are that it's an extremely comfortable machine. This is a really comfortable driving seat, and the ride is very, very good. Ford uses what they're calling active noise cancelling technology, kind of like you get in the high-end Bose headphones, which is something they're using to drown out the diesel clatter at low RPM or at idle. Most of that technology just sounds like jargon, which you're not 100% sure of whether it'll work or not, but in this case it certainly does seem to work. The car is quite silent at low RPM. There's no diesel clatter at all to speak of, and we've only been driving it a couple of minutes, but the response from this 3.2-litre motor seems pretty good.
The standout characteristic of the Endeavour is the ride quality, as it comfortably dismisses potholes in its wake. Even in the rear seat, it has none of that shake, rattle and roll that you expect in a ladder frame SUV and that you get in a Fortuner or even the old Endeavour for that matter. So that's a great change. The entry variant will have a 2.2-litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel, with 158 horsepower and two-wheel drive. That will come with two transmissions though, the 6-speed manual or the 6-speed automatic. We got the chance to drive the new Endeavour on tarmac and go off-road with it. The good thing about the new chassis is that it is a lot more comfort-oriented while still offering good off-road capability. The instrument cluster consists of an analog speedometer, two TFT screens on either side. One displays the entertainment options, mirroring the 8-inch touchscreen on the central console, while the other provides useful information such as fuel, temperature, mileage, etc. The four-wheel Endeavour also comes with hill descent control, hill launch assist, an active transfer case with a low-range gearbox, and an electronically locking rear differential. It also has a ride height of 225mm, a wading depth of 800mm, approach and departure angles of 29 degrees, and a ramp over angle of 21 degrees. So if there's serious off-roading on your agenda, then the Endeavour will serve you very well indeed.
So the cabin of the Endeavour is actually a really nice place to be. The seats are extremely supportive, very comfortable, in the first row as well as in the second row. This particular model has Ford's Sync 2 infotainment system. So the home screen is broken up into 4 different quadrants. One tells you, gives you climate control options. The other one has navigation or information. Third one is for syncing your telephone. And the fourth one is for the entertainment options. So very intuitive, very easy to use, and it actually responds quite well to touch inputs. There are a host of buttons on the steering wheel, and in the center console is where all the off-road systems lie. So you've got the terrain management system in the center console, which controls which mode you're in the off-road system. You've got a bunch of buttons here that allow you to select low range, differential lock, and turn the traction control on and off. Now in the two-wheel drive variant, it's just a circular cubby hole that resides where the circular rotary knob lies. There are a host of power outlets in this car. You've got two 12-volt outlets in the front, you have a 12-volt outlet in the back, and in the higher-end versions you even have a 230-volt power adapter where you can plug in your laptop. You've obviously got climate control and pretty simple, straightforward, intuitive systems. You can switch between the buttons here and the touchscreen.
The new Endeavour will be positioned squarely against the next generation Toyota Fortuner when it's launched early next year. Fortunately for Ford, it's at least a few generations improved from the last one. The only trouble the company will have is convincing customers that it can be as trouble-free and economical to maintain as the best from the Toyota stable. Outside of that, it's clearly got a winner on its hands.